We had to pretend to dance because we didn't hear it that time.
No, we
That was
didn't.
true at all.
I was timing it to Axel popping his head.
Hello, welcome. We are the Backseat crew. My name is Sophie.
I'm Becca.
I'm Marissa.
And I'm Danie.
And we're getting through.
Yep.
I didn't know we started until you started talking, and I was like, what?
Snap in front of your face.
Oh my God.
It's been a rough. Go off course. First things first. Of course, you gotta go off course. How was everyone's spring break?
It was good. I did exactly what I wanted, which was nothing.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Well, I love that for you, but I did not do any of what I wanted.
No.
Busy on my end.
Yeah.
I was unsupervised for 5 days.
Yikes.
You should be surprised I came back to school at all.
You did dye your hair right before you came back again.
Yes.
Which is a sign of mental illness. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
It means
took
I
a
got back
turn
on
for
top
her.
of my wife, Sophie.
What are you trying to say, Becca?
I don't talk about it.
It was okay.
You know, not overly eventful for anything?
Not at all.
No. Okay.
Not at all. No, that's fun.
Great.
That's fun.
I went out like the last half, which was fun.
Yeah, I got some homework done the last half, a little bit. But otherwise, I sat in my sorrows.
Oh, yeah.
No.
What great sorrows.
Sorry
Shut
for
up,
that.
Danie. Shut up. Oh, man. But today we were going to reminisce on our childhood, which none of you responded to me in Snapchat, by the way, of when I was going back and like trying to find the old houses I lived in, and I sent a long paragraph, and I was kind of sad and no one responded. So that's why we're doing this episode today.
Oh,
I saw that, but I didn't realize you were sad about it.
I didn't.
It was depressing.
I'm sorry, I don't remember that.
I want to recap.
apologize.
What time of day did you send this?
Oh,
I
no,
feel like that was
this
really
was,
late,
like,
wasn't it?
Afternoon.
Yesterday?
No.
No,
this
this
was
was
a
like a
while
week
back.
ago.
Oh.
We knew,
Oh,
remember.
so they know.
We remember it was a while back.
I remember it. I just didn't know you were sad. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, that was a rough night. That was the night I cried. At the day after you came over.
I came over?
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Wasn't it like a week ago? Oh my God.
No, it was not. But in honor of my sorrows, we're going to talk about formative childhood experiences.
Cool.
I hope you all came prepared.
I did. I looked at it. I was trying to think, and I was coming up kind of blank in these
Yeah.
situations.
Isn't that what they say, that when you deal with trauma, your brain represses it down? And
Oh
so
my
you don't
God.
remember
Yeah.
it? I'm just saying.
Today
like,
we're just reaching, huh?
I
deep
mean-
dive today.
Oh, yeah.
So do we want to talk about my broken collarbone when I was
I
7?
think you're really excited to talk about your broken bones.
I
Becca,
am
so go ahead,
just a
Becca.
little bit. Okay, so I was 7. I'm sorry. But yeah, when I was 7, we had these kids that lived next door that would like play football in our front yard all the time, and so I would like just follow the ball along the sidelines for whatever reason. Anywho, one time they threw the ball, and I was like, oh, the dude's not gonna catch it, so I run up behind him onto the driveway, and I prep for it, and I'm prepping, and I'm ready, and then all of a sudden I didn't know that they like jumped backwards to catch things, so he landed right on top of me.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
His elbow went right into your collarbone.
No.
No.
He just planted on top of me, and at first I noticed the headache first before anything else. But like once that wore away, I was like, oh, my shoulder kind of still hurts, and so I went to the ER, and I did in fact fracture my collarbone, and I was in a sling for a very long time after that.
And how does that form you today? What
how
trauma
does-
did that leave?
I don't know.
Well then.
You went on to break your leg later.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
far, it's a consistent streak. How long would you say? So how old did you say you were when
I
this
was
happened?
7.
You were 7.
So young.
So we've got to factor the time between she was 7 to last year when she broke her leg. Was
No,
that
it
last year or the
no,
year
it was
prior?
2020.
Count that time, and then we'll graph out another couple years from now and see if she breaks
The
another
average.
bone.
Oh, if
The
we're trying
the
to, if we're
trend
trying
needs
to
to
do
be
that,
consistent.
then like 2 years before that, I had broken like my thumb.
Oh my God.
That was actually okay.
Speaking of thumbs, I have one that I just remembered.
What?
Okay.
I feel like I tell the story too much, I feel like, but I don't tell it enough, so I'm not sure who I've told it to or if I've told it on the show. But this was not even childhood. I was like 14 at
Okay.
this point. I like apples. Everyone likes apples,
Yeah.
right?
I know crisps are the
Yeah,
best ones, yes.
that's true.
You don't like
You don't like apples?
No.
Do you like oranges?
Yes.
Are you new here? No, but I liked apples, and we had like, as you do, like the things that you push down on the apple.
Yeah.
Oh. I know where it's going.
I have
What
a
did you
I have a physical
do?
reaction to it still. No, I got my apple. I was doing my little apple thing, and I couldn't get the core out. I didn't even like
What
thinking about
did
it.
you do?
I pushed the core out with my thumb, but got the sharp part. So I broke, not to get graphic because I'm gonna have a relapse if I do. I sliced my thumb and my fingernail, and that's an okay part of the story. But the funny part of the story is it started bleeding like crazy,
That's
like
funny.
very, very much a lot. And I'm not one that gets like woozy with blood or anything like that, but you guys know that I hate anything that has to do with fingers and toes and
I was like, this is
nails.
where this comes from, isn't it?
No, well, it could worsen what it was, but it was bleeding like crazy, and I thought it was a smart idea, and I think this is what you're supposed to do, is like turn the sink on with the water, running water, and like clean it out.
Yeah.
So that's what I started to do, but it was just a lot happening, and I started to have my first panic attack, which I didn't know was a panic attack, and I went blind. Like, I could not see. Like, I was like profusely sweating, I was very warm, and I was literally blind. I could not see anything. So the bleeding had stopped, but the bleeding had stopped, and I was like, my mom was in the living room, which was right next to the kitchen, and I was like, Mom, like my finger's bleeding, like I'm blind, and she's like, you're blind, what's happening? And I don't know why I was so calm. In the moment, I was very calm. So I just like walked blind from the kitchen sink, like around the counter to the couch, and like sat down, and my mom was freaking out, her husband was freaking out, and they called the ambulance for my thumb.
Like you do.
I was fine, I really was, but I had to go to the ER because of my goddamn thumb. But my first panic attack, an experience.
Cool.
That is terrifying.
And I was fine, like I was calm through it all.
Wow, you just unlocked a lot of memories for me.
Oh, really?
Story
Go on.
time. So one thing I remember is in my old house, my parents' bed was here, and there was a dresser here, and I like to climb on things. Oh, I just remembered another one. I like to climb on things, and I was holding on, kind of like a spider monkey, to the bed and the drawer. And my parents, they put like our beds and stuff that they wanted higher, they just put them on bricks. And so I was like hanging on, and I guess I lost my grip and fell, and my head hit the brick. And I remember crying. It was very hazy. I guess I cried. I probably cried. And my mom and my dad came up, and my mom flipped out because she was like, oh my God, and she's holding my head and stuff. And she said that she was about to faint, so she had to hand me to my dad. And I think I didn't have to go to the hospital, but they like put something on it. But she was like, I saw the blood and I saw your head, and I was like, I'm going to pass out.
Yeah, that reminded me. I was like lightheaded from it all. So like as I was making my way, like I was lightheaded. And that's what I think what freaked my mom out was when I was lightheaded, and felt like weak. So.
And then my dad, I don't think I went to the hospital or anything, but my dad, I guess he took care of me because I don't remember a lot, but there's a scar on the back of my head now. And also a TV fell on me once.
Oh.
Cool.
Sick.
Wicked.
I was climbing a dresser. You know how like in like movies, kids act like kids? And I was like, I want to be like a kid. I was a kid.
Okay.
I was like, I want to do kid things. And so I started climbing my dresser, and we had a giant TV on it, and it started falling back, and I let go, and it's like the cord held everything for like 2 seconds, and I was like crawling away, and then it fell on my leg. The dresser and the TV.
So this is why they sell like child safety equipment.
We never used
Before my
that.
time.
To like board your dressers and things to the wall.
We've never used that.
That's the purpose of why they make it, though.
Yeah, and
I had a giant like a stuffed tiger. I had a giant stuffed tiger on like the ground, or cheetah, and the TV ended up landing on it, which was nice because if it had landed on the ground, it probably would have like exploded or something, or got glass everywhere.
it was like a tube TV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a bulky giant TV.
We had a tube TV. We didn't get a flat screen until like 2013. We always had we had this 32-inch tube TV. I remember distinctly.
I'm really happy like I remembered that childhood experience because when I read this, I was like, all I can remember is bullies. This isn't great.
Yeah, same. Like, especially like the few times I was in public school, because I have a peanut allergy and stuff like that, I was, in particular at the one school I remember most, was I was made to wear winter gloves during gym class, and I wasn't allowed to go on the playground because I wasn't allowed to touch anything that the other students had touched in case they'd eaten peanuts.
Oh my God.
And I had to sit at my own table by myself. Yeah. Can we get sad cam, Sophie?
What about that one kid?
Which one?
The one who like speared the peanut butter.
Oh, see, so I finished 5th grade, was going into 6th grade, I don't even know if I went to the first day of school, but the first day back that was supposed to be 6th grade, I don't think I ended up going and was going to go to the second day, but my mom got a phone call for some reason. Obviously, my mom, you're dramatic, so I'm not sure how true this is, but some kid apparently came to school on the first day and had their backpack had peanut butter all over it. They were in my class.
Dang.
And so my mom never let me go back. That was my last time ever in public
Tried
school.
to murder you.
Yeah.
What about you, Danie?
Assassination
What
attempt.
about your formative childhood experiences?
Drawing a blank.
The
now.
All the
pressure's
moving.
on.
I mean, yeah, all of
Because
the
I had the
moving.
moving too.
All of the moving. That was a pain. I would say that a lot of my formative experiences had to have come from being misunderstood. So one of my early like elementary school teachers, like primary school teachers, has a very vivid recollection of me coming in, not speaking a lick of English or Spanish, so just German. I came into the classroom, I took off my shoes, I grabbed an umbrella, and then walked around opening and closing an umbrella in the room. And when people tried to take it from me or say something to me, I would shout back at them in German. A little brunette girl yelling at somebody in German. It was really scary.
That's so cute.
If I had to think of another one, because Alana, who was my childhood friend at the time, and we still talk on occasion, but she was the one who was not scared of me because obviously I sounded different, and kids are mean.
Yeah.
Kids are really mean, so when you don't understand what somebody's saying, you tend to kind of float away from them. And she was one of the only ones that was like, "You're weird." I like that. And then just kind of took me by the hand everywhere we went. We did a little like field trip to the library as a kid, I remember. And mind you, none of us could read, but it was there for like a story time. We were supposed to sit down. And they let us kind of wander the library for a little bit, and I got lost in the shelves because I like books, and I didn't figure out how to get back. But then my class left without me and left me in the shelves by myself. And so I found my way back to the librarian and was just kind of like tugging on her skirt because I was like, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. And I thought everybody had left me and that no one was coming back for me. And then within, I think about 5 minutes, Alana came down by herself, saw me, said something really frustrating to me because I remember she was upset, yanked me by the hand, and then took me back the long walk to our classroom. But I don't remember what she said, and she doesn't remember what I said because neither one of us could understand each other. So it's definitely more a mild of a childhood experience, but I definitely remember being lost and just like, I remember I used to pull all the books off the shelves and just flip through them because I just wanted to see what was in them. But like, I can't understand any of this.
You're such a cute kid.
I was very lost.
That reminds
all the
me
time.
of one time. It wasn't like a field trip. Never went on a field trip, I don't think. Maybe once. But I did dance when I was younger. I did dance for like 4 years, I think. And one time in particular, the way our dance place was set up, it had like a parking lot in the back, and it kind of like, there was 2 entrances. It was on a corner, so you could like kind of go around it through the parking lot. And my mom had dropped me off, and at this point I'd been in dance for a little bit, but I was still only like 11. And apparently dance had been canceled that day. So I went to the door. The door was like, since it was on a corner, it was like right back next to the main road. And I went to the door, I tried to open it, it was locked. And I started freaking out because I thought my mom had already left. So I'm like, I didn't have a phone. I didn't have a phone when I was 11. I mean, some people may have. But like, I remember like crying, like trying to be like, oh my God, my mom left, what do I do? It's like, do I walk home? Because it was a small town. Like, I could have walked home because it was only like probably 10 blocks away, which I don't think is that far. But I was like sobbing, and I walked back to like where my mom had parked, and I think my mom had, when I was walking to the door, she had pulled out, saw me try to open the door, I couldn't, so she went back around the corner, back into the lot, and she was there. But I was so scared.
Wow. You know, it's like, I feel like we could make a whole episode just talking about childhood experiences, because your story and your story unlocked like 5 of them.
Yeah.
But let's like, what lies did your parents tell you as kids? Because you know how, oh God, that laugh.
I just think of the classic one.
The what?
The car light. The, like, not being able to turn the car on.
Oh.
Or
I got
turn
that
the
one
light
too.
on in the car.
Oh.
Like the overhead.
See,
Yeah, because there's a danger when you're driving.
That's wrong.
What?
We're
That's
about to
not
log
true.
something. No, I think I got that
It's not
too.
illegal.
At least from my dad.
Well,
My parents told me that too.
My parents never said it was illegal. They just said that it makes it harder to see outside.
it can make it harder to see.
I guess it depends on what kind of car, like how you're, if you have a like strong
Oh.
tint maybe. But
See, like, when I think of lies, besides the normal childhood lies like Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, it's hard for me to think of a time where my parents straight up lied.
Yeah.
Like, because I read that and I was like, I was
I have a
thinking of
good
lies
one.
when, like, you know, your mom or something says, like, if you sit on a boy's lap, you're going to get pregnant. And I was like, I never had those kind of lies. My parents were always really
Is that the hot tub thing? You know what I mean? They say, like, if you get in a hot tub or... I'm not going to finish that thought. But
yeah,
But, like, they were always really upfront with me and my sister.
I have a good one.
Oh,
I
God.
just remembered.
All right.
Go for it.
I know my mom's watching this. Mom, you know we did.
Oh my God.
So we've always had animals all throughout my life,
Right.
mostly. And at one point in time, we had an animal or a cat. And I'm pretty sure the cat got pregnant, I think is what happened. And because some of our cats are outdoor cats. And at one point in time, we had, I think, like 3 or 4 kittens, I want to say. And then there was this one cat in particular. I'm not sure on the entire story because I was like 8, maybe less. But we had this cat, and one day the cat went missing. The cat went missing. And my mom told me, and maybe my dad too, probably just my mom, she said that the cat ran out and like ran outside because this was a kitten, so like they weren't letting it go outside. So she said it ran outside and they hadn't been able to find it. So I distinctly remember, not sure how long it was, but I'm gonna say for at least a week I would go outside and like yell for the kitten because we had a deck. So I thought that, like it may have been under the deck, and I would yell for the kitten. Turns out they brought it to the farm, as they called it. No, it's not. No, it wasn't dead. We had a friend that literally had a farm that would keep animals. And they brought the cat to the farm.
Do you guys hear that sigh of relief that
I
kind of just overtook the
know.
table? That like,
Unless that's a lie too.
See, like, with,
Go
oh
ahead.
God.
I just remembered a bad one. It wasn't a lie, but it was just sad.
You know, there weren't a lot of lies, but I think they were misunderstandings. Like, for instance, my history of pets. When we were kids, when I lived in Lynn Haven, we called her Big Mama, this cat that lived in the forest next to our house. And she had kittens, and me and Kelsey both got one. She got Bandit, and I got Smokey and Bandit, which I just now got. But Smokey was always like, I think she had like a weird eye condition or something. But one day I woke up and my mom, I don't know how I knew, but she had Smokey, and I thought that she left. For years, I thought that she left and they put her down. Because I remember waking up that morning, Smokey not being there, and sobbing about it. And I was so upset because I was like, well, Kelsey gets to keep Bandit, and like, don't take my cat away. But it just turns out, years later, we talked about it, and she's like, the cat didn't die. And she was like, it had like an eye condition, and we didn't have the money to take care of it like it needed to. So she like gave it to like a pound or whatever. But my history with animals is because I always say whenever one of my pets pass away, my sister somehow got a new pet.
What?
I'm not kidding you. We she had like when my fish I had a fish. We got him at the fair. Hers was called Sammy, and mine was funnel cake. Her fish killed my fish. And then I bought more fish.
Was it a
No,
beta?
it wasn't. It was a regular goldfish.
Oh.
And then I got 3 new fish that were tiny. He ate them.
Oh, no.
And then he would run them into the wall and break their ribs.
That's a metal fish.
Oh my God. Sorry. Any
No,
other lies?
You're good. I think we need a second to process what
Oh,
that,
I've got a
so
bad
much.
one if we want to talk about animals.
I've got one as well.
We had a cat that jumped into the dryer once.
Did you dry it?
Oh no!
Did it survive?
That's so much worse.
Sophie, no!
So
I need a
much
minute.
All right, we'll do one more of these animals dying.
You talk. Make it a better story.
It's not, but it is on the same tangent. So this didn't directly happen to me. It happened to my older sister. And the catch is towards the end of it. But when we were living in Germany, when we were kids, we had a rabbit, from what I've been told. And the rabbit stayed in a cage in the kitchen. But at one point, I think when my sister either went to school or went to go hang out with a friend, my mom put the rabbit outside because rabbits smell. Any rodents tend to have a really heavy scent, and my mom can't stand it. So she put the rabbit outside.
Technically, rabbits aren't rodents, but go on.
That's fine. I'll take that. That's fine.
Animal
But basically, she did not like the rabbit in the kitchen. My sister wasn't home, so she wasn't worried about the rabbit, and put the rabbit in the cage outside. The thing is, this is Germany, and it was in the winter time. It was only supposed to be temporary. She wasn't supposed to leave the rabbit out there. But she left the rabbit outside, and the rabbit froze, and it died. Here's the thing. So they got rid of it before my sister got back, and she told my sister, like, the rabbit got out, but she's fine because it's the winter rabbit. It's okay. Like, she's going to be much happier living outside when the rabbit had actually died. The catch, though, is that she didn't tell my sister the truth about the rabbit until my sister was in high school. And this happened when my sister was maybe 5 or 6.
Oh.
So she didn't find out until she was almost an adult already, and my sister was so heartbroken.
Oh, no.
Absolutely heartbroken about the rabbit. She's like, you told me it got away. You told me it was fine. No, the rabbit froze to death in the snow.
I think,
Not great.
Becca's having a hard time. I'm not over the dryer cat. I'm sorry. I'm not. Because I breaks my heart.
I feel like that's a common occurrence, though. It was blind. That's why.
Okay.
That
But
was
like,
another reason.
Cats getting in the dryer is a common occurrence.
I think
Yeah.
I don't think that's as
I think
very
so.
rare. But like, that breaks my heart because I have my cat. And I have a soft spot. I have a soft spot for all animals, but especially cats. I would adopt them all. And later tonight, when I go home in the middle of the night, I'm going to think of that story and cry. So thank you.
That is really rough. How did you guys not see it?
I mean, it probably burrowed itself in, like, underneath all the
Clothes or something.
clothes.
It
Because,
was probably asleep or something.
yeah, I think, I'm not, I have a theory of what happened, but I don't know if you want me to go into that. Because obviously the cat went in when it was warm. It didn't go in with cold, wet clothes. So I'm assuming it went in, clothes went in. Yeah,
And somebody probably didn't see it.
no.
So anyways, moving along to Backseat directions.
No, there is more things. You haven't told us any lies, Becca.
Oh, yeah, you haven't. What's
Yeah.
up?
Because they didn't, for the most part.
Oh.
I don't know what to tell you. They either just were upfront with me, or they just omitted stuff. They didn't bold-face lie to me.
Well, you
that
also
I
said
know
that
of
your
yet.
parents didn't do the whole Santa Claus
No,
thing.
they didn't do Santa Claus. They didn't do Easter Bunny. They didn't do the Tooth Fairy. I'm sorry, table. Property.
Don't take it out on the
Gulf Coast State
table.
College. I'm sorry.
Golf costume.
But yeah, no.
Huh. No, well, we never did, like, Santa Claus. Did you guys do Santa Claus or Easter Bunny?
Yes.
Oh.
I say that because I know we're moving along, but let me just say this. I
We're not moving along
believed.
until I say we're moving along.
Good.
Oh.
I really believed in Santa Claus. Even when everybody else was already out of it, I still believed. And like I would act like I didn't, but I really did. And so like I want to say 5th grade or something. My mom is not going to like me telling the story, but she basically thought we already knew, so she just casually mentioned that he wasn't real or said something like, of course, he whatever. And me and my sister started bawling.
Your
And
sister didn't know either?
My
And
sister,
she's older, right?
She is older,
Yeah.
but like she got over it in an hour. I was crying for like 5 hours because I was like, and I kept asking, so the presents under the tree that say from Santa, they're not real, they're from you guys? And she was like, yeah, and I was just like, because I still like held on to it. I still believed in, but now thinking back, I feel bad because, like, you know, I'm a kid. I believed in Santa Claus. I can't change how I acted, but she doesn't like telling the story because she still feels horrible about it, which she shouldn't. Okay, I'm over it. It's fine. And now it's kind of a funny story.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was like 10 or 11, and I still full-heartedly believed in Santa. And she just assumed I had grown out of it.
What about you, Danie?
I feel like I definitely remember my parents trying to do the whole Santa thing growing up, but that was definitely when they were married. And after they divorced, those holidays kind of went out the window.
Or like
so
the Tooth Fairy even.
Yeah.
Well, you go ahead, Becca.
What? Oh.
I kept all my baby teeth.
Oh.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
like,
what?
yeah, so I
Never
don't
baby teeth.
know, we were putting, like, taking stuff out of storage and putting it back in the house after the hurricane and stuff, because we had done renovations, and, like, I found my baby teeth, and my brother had come in for whatever reason. He's like, I was like, hey, Toby, did you ever save your baby teeth? And he just looked at me confused for a second. I just set a bag down on top of the dresser. He was horrified.
Wow. No, I never saved my baby.
And then he walked away.
But
So apparently
before
I was the only one who did
moving
it. I'm
on just
sorry.
in a second, but for like my learning, I was 5 when I learned. My mom, because I was going into public school for the first time, and my mom didn't want any like a-hole kids telling me without her telling me. So she like made sure to tell me like Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy wasn't real when I was 5.
Did it hurt?
I was definitely upset, and then I went and I ran. I told my brother, and my brother was like, "Oh my God!" He totally was faking it. He's such a
Oh my God.
he's over dramatic. He's like, "Oh my God, they're not real," and my mom was mad at him when when she found out he was playing me. But no, I was 5 after, and I don't know. We weren't really big on holidays necessarily. Christmas probably the most, but that kind of weaned away when all that.
Gotcha.
But moving on to our backseat directions. Finally, this one's a longer one, I think. I wanted to find one that had traveled a while. This one traveled almost 5 years.
Yeah.
So it was from April 10th, 2017. That was 5 years ago. To January 21st, 2022. So I think we might have it pulled up. I'm not sure.
There we go.
Do you want to read it, Danie? Have you read one yet?
I can, if you like.
Okay, if you want to.
So, dear future me, well, we turned 44 today. Did you forget how old you were as always? I think we started forgetting sometime after 35. Do you remember the time we wrote this? It was a Sunday night, sitting in bed with our daughter and hubby, watching Monster House. That's a really great movie, by the way, if you guys haven't seen it. We were having a full-blown panic attack. Our legs were in pain. We had so many thoughts invading our head. We were thinking about all the things that were hurting our family. We thought about ending it all, how easy it would be. We hope things have gotten better. I hope we mended things with our stepsons and that they are happy and independent. It was a very difficult relationship, and sometimes it hurt, but we did what we did for them because we love them. Is our son still in Halifax living with his girlfriend? We are always so proud of him. We love him so much and miss him every day. He said he was hoping to travel more, maybe go live in Japan. Most importantly, we need him to be happy. What about our beautiful daughter? She will be 13. I hope things weren't too difficult for her. She always had so much life and spontaneity, and always brought everyone a smile. She always loved to cuddle. I don't like that this is all past tense. What about your loving hubby? Is he still going strong? Is he still madly in love with us? He always did his best to make us happy, and although times were tough, we always worked hard at getting through them. I hope those tough times are over. We may have had our bad moments, but we are stuck together. We were best friends, soulmates. If we haven't moved to the East Coast yet, I hope this is still in the plans. It would be nice if we were finally living off the grid. My biggest hope is that our health has gotten better, that the doctors have found what is wrong with us, and that we were able to overcome it. Is Phoenix still giving us headaches, or have we finally found another position that doesn't have to do with compensation? We did love working where we are. In the end, I hope we're happy, but most of all, remember that we are a strong person, that we can overcome any difficult situation, that no matter how defeated we might feel, we still get through it and we need to keep surviving the hard times. Don't give up, keep smiling, and love yourself.
I was hoping there'd be an epilogue.
I feel like that was kind of like a sense of finality in it almost.
Yeah.
And that there's like we don't know where they are. Like what?
Yeah.
And I felt that one was relatable, especially at the end.
Yeah.
Because it's been, it's a rough semester for me. But
I like you were saying, you don't like that it's past tense. I don't think, because it made it sound like her daughter had passed or something. I think she was just talking for the whole time in the past tense.
Yeah.
But like, and obviously we don't know this person, we don't know their life. She sounds like a good mother to be worrying about all this stuff, but you know, the fact that she didn't bring up just her son or her daughter, but her stepsons, and wow.
I think it's interesting that she listed everyone else before herself. Or I'm assuming a she, right? Like a mom. But,
yeah, that's why, yeah.
but that she listed everyone else's concerns before her own, I think was interesting.
I like the part, it's like, our hubby, is he still madly in love with us? That was so sweet.
oh, a girl can hope.
I know. Yeah.
Stay forever alone. Oh man, but I thought it was a good one. I want to try to find more ones like with epilogues, but I feel like the ones with the ones without epilogues kind of lead a sense of sometimes you just never know where someone else's path
It's not
leads.
decided yet. Yeah. It makes you feel connected to the person who wrote it, because I'm sitting here, I'm like, well, I hope things worked out.
But going on to our backseat song of the week. I love this song so much. I love it. You guys know what it is, right?
Just dance, gonna be okay.
Just dance.
A record, babe, gotta do it.
Fun thing about formative childhood experience with this song, okay, I might be wrong. Is this the one that's like, let's have some fun, this beat is sick, I want to take a ride on your disc? Is this that one? I can't remember. But that song from Lady Gaga, my brother, I heard, like, it was playing in the car once and I was singing along to the song, and he got mad. He's like, why are you letting Sophie to listen to this song? Because it's a disco stick.
Listen, Lady Gaga songs have, like, recently I brought a CD in so we could upload it to DJB, and I was listening to her songs and I was like, wow, a lot of these were inappropriate for my age, but who cares?
Yeah.
I don't think it was that song, but
I couldn't remember. But this one, I just like this song. I love Lady Gaga.
My greatest memory from this song is, you know how people make animations? It was Naruto. Not AMVs, but it was like someone basically like drew Naruto characters roller skating and dancing to this song, and I loved it.
That sounds cool, actually.
It's like a ride and a disco stick.
I thought it was this one, but I can't remember. All her songs are bops.
They kind of run in together. Is it the same song?
I think it is.
This song, by the way, is so long. I always think it's over, and then something will happen. I'm like, oh.
Oh, man. Good times.
Yeah.
But I feel like we've been sticking with the trend of 2000 songs. Like, those are all the songs that we've had
That's
so
childhood.
far. It's childhood.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we are here Mondays, 12 p.m. with our podcast. We each have our own radio shows. That is a close face-up. Hello. But
Nice.
I have the Backseat Aux Wednesdays 4 to 5 with your K-pop needs. We also have our TikTok and our Instagram at the Backseat Crew, at the.backseat.crew. Becca?
Becca's Party Hour from 7 to...
I didn't even say it.
7 to... I can see you on the
Shush.
corner of my peripheral. From 7 to 8 on Fridays, where I play late 2000s, early 2010s party music.
I have the Y2K Wave that comes on every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 12 to 1, and I play late 90s or late 2000s Y2K music.
And I've got The Gray, Mondays and Wednesdays 2 to 4 for all your 70s and 80s needs.
And I've been Sophie, that's been Becca, that's been Marissa, and that's been Taco Bell.
Taco Bell? Excuse me?
You were Taco Bell one week. And
That's a Taco Bell.
And we are the Backseat Crew.
Bye.
Nice.
Bye.
Blah, blah, blah.